Hey, what's up, guys? Look, I'm excited to show y'all this new purchase that I just made. It's a pretty cool table. This is a new welding table that we're going to be putting in the backyard. This table comes with a lot of history. They were around roughly around like World War II. They became really popular. This style is called what they call an acorn table. This steel right here, we have to build a frame on the bottom so we can put this table on casters and be able to roll it. It's about a 2,500 pound table, so there's a big adventure coming for me to get it from here at where it's at to the house and all. So I'm pretty excited about that. But we're about to actually start getting this frame all welded up. So look, you guys stay tuned. I'm about to get swinging the hammer, baby. All right, so that's us here, starting to get this frame all chopped up to size. That's the guy from my job. He's helping me out on this. We actually got this metal. We got the angle iron. I think that might have been a little bit less than 3/8 thick. We got that for a really good steal. There's a guy on Facebook Marketplace. He was cleaning out a warehouse, and I got two 12-foot beams and one 8-foot for only $100, which was pretty cool. So that came right in time. Oh, I love a good deal when it comes to steel. The ironic part is we were actually making this frame on the welding table. So it just kind of gives me an idea of what I'm capable of making on the table. So that was pretty cool. This is a 5-foot by 5-foot table. And so what we had before was only like I think it might have been a 6-foot wide table by 2 feet. So a lot of our projects, if we got any of the bigger projects, they were kind of awkward, or we had to kind of jig something up. But this table kind of allows us to do a lot bigger projects and a lot cooler, bigger projects, obviously, and a lot more working room, because we actually put this table outside of the garage. The inside of my garage is really, really small. So we have a lot more working space and stuff like that. But that makes me pretty excited. And then we don't know if you can see those little pieces of iron sticking out. Those are called hold down dogs. These tables, the company that I work for, I work part-time at this company called WeldSale. And they actually have a patent for it's the same style called an acorn table. But there's some details that are in those tables that they own the patent to, which are really cool. Like they have these star patterns underneath, and there's like a nut that locks into it, so you can bolt the clamps down and stuff to the table. They are really cool tables, really strong, sturdy working tables. I think this table here might be about 4 inches thick, and the newer tables might be 5 inches thick, cast iron. This table is like 2,500 pounds, so it's really heavy. That's here, just setting up the casters. I forgot to take a video, or I can't find a video of me welding up the casters, but that's us with the casters all welded up. Put this guy on the ground, make sure that it rolls nice and free. Instead of me asking for help, kind of like to throw, I guess I'm a glutton for pain, because I feel like I almost threw. No, you know what? I almost threw my back up when I had to turn the table. Threw my back out when I was turning the table around to weld the bottom. And I can't find that video either, but there it is. See, we got it rolling. Next step was to get the forklift. Make sure that it rolled really good. Hop up on that forklift there. I had some trouble. I wish I did record it. I just didn't put it in the video, but we had some trouble getting it because there's like a bunch of stuff in that one corner. So there was a little trouble getting it, but we got it. I didn't realize that space was so tight. It looks open, but when I had to turn the forklift that one way, it got really tight. But set it down on the stand. The problem with this stand is that I actually kind of took away one advantage, which was having a lower working table. I kind of made it a little too high. It's not too high. I raised it about think about 6 inches or so. Yeah, I think those wheels were like 6 inches. So I raised it about 6, 7 inches off the ground. And they are nice. They are like the way that it originally was before I put it on the stand. It actually is nice to work that low, have your work under you like that. But I'm thinking about rigging something up, either putting like a stepping something to step on the sides, on the three sides that are open, or making like some type of something I could step on. I've actually already used it a little bit, and it wasn't too bad, but it was nicer when it was a little lower. That's all. So yeah, got it on the stand. It does roll, and then coming up, I got what I call my leverage stick to make sure that it rolls, pushing around about 25 to 2,800 pounds, and it will roll, baby. It will roll. So that was cool. Definitely threw my back out the first time I tried to move it, because I did not have a good steady leverage on that. And there she is, looking as beautiful as can be. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder for sure. Next up, the tow truck came. Everybody at the job that I work with helped me out getting this bad boy loaded up. If you're in the Philadelphia area, actually, Pat's Towing, they are a very, very reputable tow truck company. I really like these guys. They are skilled, I guess, towmen, if that's a word. But they are skilled tow truck drivers, and they can move a thing or two. That's for sure. That's my buddy B. He's getting it all ratcheted down and taking it home. Big smile like a kid in a candy store right there. Once we got it to the back of the house, it was a little sketchy coming off the back of that tow truck. You'll see in the one part we almost lost it. Well, because of me, we almost lost it, but we got it. Bed was really slip, metal bed, so it's fairly sliding down quite easy. But the corners kept turning on us, so we just had to keep it in place so that way it would go fairly straight down. But again, overall, this was a fairly safe and if you want to call it safe, fairly easy drop off, I would say. And this is where we almost lose it. Almost pried it. When I pried it, I didn't realize that the back was on the go the way it did, but we were able to not lose it, because that would have crushed both of us. Shout out to B for not cursing me out, because that was dangerous. And then we just about got her off. Now, I had a bunch of junk in my backyard at the time of the table arriving, but as I was letting the table off the truck, I realized it's actually kind of good I didn't clean my yard up, because I still had to get the bed, the table down into the yard. Now, my yard is on a slight incline, so it will make it easy for this thing to roll. And as you can see, we kind of were able to push it with our leverage stick. But what the junk and stuff actually did was create a barrier. So the table, if it did go all willy-nilly, it would hit the barrier, wouldn't go flying into the garage or anything like that. It would just kind of, how we see, is kind of like hitting up against the sides and stuff. And we made a little red mark on the ground, and that's pretty much where we wanted to get this where we wanted to get the table set up. You'll see in a second. But that was actually fairly smart on my part to use the junk as like a barrier so things didn't go crashing. But I got all the junk out. My yard looks way better than this. Shout out to me, and everything like that. But pretty much got this bad boy. No injuries. No one got hurt. So I was pretty excited to come up with like some sketchy idea to get it off. But when I realized the tow truck was going to be the smartest way, I was like, oh, okay, we'll use this tow truck. But I had so many sketchy ideas drawn up that wasn't even funny. But we got it there, and as you can see, it's pretty much right where we want it. And then this was us making a bottle opener out of a railroad pin using the table. So we got this bad boy home, and she's ready for business, baby. She is ready for business. And that's the sweet end of this story. Appreciate you for watching.